Everything right. Everything right.
Alright guys, back in a video. Before we get into this spicy little fun themed trunks deck, I really want to just give a shout out to you guys for still supporting me and checking out the links in the description. I see a few of you who've been ordering from me on TCG Player. It always helps out. If you see something on there that you want, or you want any help, or anything that involves you actually communicating with me directly, make sure to message me on Facebook or Discord or anything like any way you can possibly communicate with me is fine. But thank you guys, and make sure you check out all the links in the description if you haven't already. It helps just me grow in general. And make sure you smash the like button and subscribe for more content. This is one of those decks where I just kind of want to make something fun for you guys to watch. I've seen a few people ask me for a future Trunks update. Now, this is not a solidified list. This is a fun themed version of future Trunks that I wanted to try out, and it works. And it makes it where the deck's a little more versatile. And we'll go into some of the tools it has and things you can do with like other cards. So we'll go ahead and get into that now. If you're the same leader, as always, reveal your life and get effects, or just put it in your hand, or just don't reveal it at all when you take damage. When either player's at 4 or less life, you flip them over and untap one, draw one. And when both sides he attacks and draws a card. And he has a bottom deck one of your opponent's battle cards. Reset one of your energy in return by paying 2 blue. So removal on the leader is really nice. Really cool leader, but you really need to see this card in your early 2 turns. So on your second turn, you need to see this card, the 2-drop Tapion Savior from Another Time. This card, when it's played, you take one of your life, and then you place another card from your hand in your life face up, and then plus one of your opponent's attack, play a Trunks from your hand, 2 costs or less. We'll go into the targets for that in a few moments, and that's mainly the main important parts, the first 2 effects. And he has a -2, which doesn't come up that often, but it does whenever you're playing another unit in the same turn, which does happen. And you negate one of your opponent's battle card skills and put it up under this, which is really cool. We'll help you in certain matchups. To help you find this, you got 2 Trunks Calamity Challenger. You bottom deck one of your 3 cost or less Earthlings. Put them in play, and then add a card with Tapion in its name, which is this card is Tapion with its name, and then you have Tapion Calamity Challenger. So this card is going to be in the deck regardless. This is just a card that helps you find your unison. 20k body for 1 energy. Really nice. This is a 20k body for 1 energy and Spirit Boost. Double strike, draw a card. Really nice. Tapion's a staple for blue decks that play unisons. So to the rest of our engine, we got 4 My Bulwark of the Future. This looks at the top 5 for your unison, and it also can grab a future Trunks. So this helps you put a body on board, so that you have a body, like these all put up bodies on board for Kefla to make it cheaper. As you know, this card is always in this deck. And then you have just all these wonderful Trunks targets, the ones you can play, and the ones play off your Tapion effect, and just the ones you can use for utility, like your counterplay Trunks. 4 Trunks power to save the future. This card is literally a worse version of the unison, but not at the same time. So this is a 1-drop blocker. You don't really want to play this out of your hand on turn 1 unless you have no other play. Play 2 cards, battle cards from your hand face up in your life, and then you can draw 2 of your life. So this can help you find some of your cards in your life that you may be looking for. Maybe you realize that Hatch is like, for example, you can. This is not something you should do technically, but you can go through your life and through your deck with this card to grab a Tapion, and then you can look to see if anything's missing that you really need that might be in your life, and then you maybe eventually will, instead of digging for it from your deck the entire game. It's not illegal. It just takes a little bit of time while you're playing. 4 SS2 Trunks. This becomes a 1-drop in your opponent's turn, so you can play it off of your unison. 1-drop. While you have a unison on board, it's a 1-cost counter attack that makes things. If they cost more energy, they got a bottom deck 2 cards just to attack. Then you have 3 SS2 Trunks. This is a card you can play off your unison as well, because it becomes a 2-cost when you have a unison on board. And on any of your opponent's turn, if your leader card's Trunks, you get to draw a card, and then he has a pay 2, activate battle, gain 10k power, and triple strike. So that can help you end the game and draw. It helps you keep a hand advantage up when you're playing off of your unison. So 4 counterplay trunks, God Ceiling's broken. Free counterplay when you have a unison with 2 markers on board. Super good card. Your main targets you play off of your life. 3 trunks, 4 Bulma. This is a bounce to your opponent's battle card back to your hand and blocker, and a 4-cost card. Pay attention to all the 4 costs in the deck. All the Calamity Challengers, stuff like that, they're all 4 costs. 4 Bulma, which helps you grab a Vegeta, blue Vegeta, blue Trunks, or blue Goku off the top 5. And it's played off your life when you take damage and reveal it. It'd be broken if this card was a 1 cost. I wish it was. 3 Goku and Vegeta. These are all the targets that Bulma can grab that are not already Trunks that are revealed. So 3 of these. This is like a counterattack battle card that comes into play, and then in rest mode, if your opponent attacks, you can just put it in a drop, and then you give your opponent a bean for the give your leader a bean for the rest of the turn. Really nice. Not really exactly necessary for the deck, but it's something I really wanted to have fun with, and it's a very cool card, especially since I have the winter stamps. 3 Calamity Challenger. This is a 1 cost on turn 3. You have to have 3 energy. Deflect, blocker, draw a card, and the other effect is irrelevant. It's a Goku 4-drop that you can play from your hand. They can be searched on the top 5. Super good card. Then you have Path to Infinite. Now this is where the fun part comes in. You bounce one of these guys out of your hand, play him again, draw another card, and then you have this guy on board again. Well, he's still there, obviously. And you can play this over top of him. So Ultra Instinct, Son Goku. This is the theme part where you have Ultra Instinct Goku's Kamehameha along with it. This guy has Triple Strike. If you can get your opponent to 3 life from knocking them from 4 to 3 with the Ultra Instinct Kamehameha by drawing a card, 15k, 30k your leader. That type of thing back to back with multiple 20ks will get your opponent to 3 very easily. Because you spam 20ks and some of them double strike, so you can knock your opponent from 5 with Tapion with Ultra Instinct Kamehameha, which that would never happen in the show obviously, but it's very thematic and it's very nice because if you get your opponent to 3 and they don't have a negate, this card will end the game. Can be played on the later turns, early turns. It just depends on how your hand's looking. But yeah, your opponent just can't combo when he's in battle. And also, this card bounces the entire board when it's played, which is cool too. And the other part of the theme is Ultra Instinct Kamehameha kills Kefla. Well, not kills it, but eliminates her tournament. So Kefla is actually a really good piece of this deck and one of the main key pieces of the deck. When you have 3 or 4 battle cards on the board, blue battle cards, she becomes a 3-drop or a 4-drop, and then she draws you 2 cards every turn and 2 energy every turn. So this is your main form of resources. You're going to draw a ton of cards with this card. The more it stays on the board. Then your staple cards for your super combo. Bottom deck, draw 2 Unison. Boo. This is the Unison you play later on in the game when Tapion becomes less useful. Double Strike, blocker, draw a card every turn, +0, restand him, and then -1 bottom deck your opponent's battle card whenever they swing with a leader or swing with a battle card specifically. So if they swing with their leader, you have to wait. If they swing with the Unison, they have to wait. So that's the way to play around that card if you haven't. Then 2 Shield. This card triggers your life effects and gets you where your super combo is alive and also plays a blocker. And then the God card, Baby Hachiak. Turn Ender when your opponent attacks. Discard a card. And if you draw a lot of cards, you will see it eventually. And you'll, especially since you can go through your life with your 1-drop Trunks and your Tapions like that. So, if you hadn't noticed, there's no ramp cards in the deck. So we decided to add those cards. So we got 3 of the Goku that puts the life back in your hand and plays into the card on top of your deck into your energy. 3 of the other promo Vegito, the free play with Fusion, which you probably get away playing with the barrier one just because of the fact the way the deck's playing. This card's good, but the barrier one is nice in the sense that they can't really interact with it with green, and that's probably one of the reasons why you'd want to side in these cards anyways because of green. So keep that in mind if you want to mess around with stuff. For the ramp cards, just 2 Goku, 2 Vegeta, and then this card could technically be any side deck card you want. But so this engine is 13 cards. But these 2, this is generic counterattack. This could technically be like 2 Senzu Beams or 2 Deborah because hand destruction is a pain for this deck. But thank you guys for watching once again. means a lot to me that you guys still support the channel and check out my content whenever you get a chance. Make sure to smash the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuce.